Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Huge apologies for not having filmed, but first I want to give a shout out to Aman for giving me the nudge to get this filmed. I appreciate that you are watching my videos and want to see how my project pan is going, so cheers to you. I want to show you guys what my mug says today. Who needs Prince Charming when you have coffee? I got this at Disney a very long time ago. It is one of my favorite mugs. I literally just rolled out of bed about an hour ago. I slept about 10.5 hours. Just to let you guys know what's been going on and why I haven't been filming is, well, number one, I haven't worn a whole lot of makeup for January. Excuse me. I got a sinus infection and then I tweaked my back. I basically had a back spasm all the way across my back and hip area. So about 5 days of muscle relaxers for that. And then just as we're getting better from everything, I get a stye in my eye from the sinus infection. And then once all of that clears up, as you can see, I'm having some sort of weird rosacea flare thing going on. So I literally wore makeup 3 times in January because that's what's been going on since for the last month, since the last time I filmed. So yeah, it's been about a month. I'm exhausted. I'm just exhausted. I feel like my body's just still recovering. We also had a COVID scare. My son had gone out with one of his friends. They go gaming weekly, and my son is very careful. He's very OCD about like hand sanitizer, washing his hands, having his mask on, all of that. And the person that drove him to games tested positive for COVID the next day. We dodged a bullet. Neither of us got COVID. I had the sinus infection prior to him being exposed. And then he came down with the same sinus infection. But luckily, neither of us got COVID. And my son's not vaccinated. My son has chosen not to be. I'm getting ready to have my booster because I am immune compromised. So that's what's been going on. There's been a lot going on. And I'm sort of hoping that now with everything kind of dying down that I can get back into wearing makeup. So I've been taking this time, like yesterday I washed like some of my brushes. I have them drying now, which was funny. I put them in front of the fan last night with the fan on high, and all the brushes but one dried because it was on the opposite side of the hanger I have. So I've got them in the bedroom. Right now I flipped it around so that the rest of the brushes will dry, and then I have another round of brushes to get clean. I want to make sure that everything's clean when I start wearing makeup again. I don't believe that any of my makeup products cause the stye. I do get styes when I have sinus issues, because basically with think of it like plumbing. Like, so when this gets full of gunk and the gunk goes into my ears, and then my ears are full and the gunk has nowhere to go, it will go into my tear ducts. So this is not unusual for me to get them. It's not. I always get a sinus infection in January because in Florida the weather is like 70 one day and like 50 the next day, and the trees get really confused and they start to spew pollen. Like literally my car was coated in yellow dust, which we call Florida snow. So it's not unusual for me to get one, at least in January when everything's going on. But the weather here is gorgeous, you guys. We're hitting 85 this week. So our spring for Florida has started. We literally had maybe about 2 weeks of cold weather, but that's it. I'm eyeballing the cat, making sure he's not going to jump up here. Not that I mind, but I want to be able to show you the palette now that I've babbled on for like 5 minutes. I want to be able to show you my palette, or pan that palette. The theme this year is Size Matters. It's a PANtastic Ladies collab, which I'll have everything linked down below for you. So keeping in mind I just stuck my finger in that. Excuse me, and I also have a fuzzy on my nose right now. So keeping in mind, I literally only used this palette 3 times in January, and I put like little dots on the colors that I was using. Trying not to blind you guys. There we go. So you can see, and so we'll talk about the colors and I'll do some swatches here for you. So my goal is to use this color story like 20 times and then like rotate to a different color. So let me get these swatched for you really quick. Whew. Sorry, heart palpitations. I get those when I'm sick too, so that's like super fun. So what's everybody been up to? How's the weather where you are? What's going on in your life? Fill me in. I love interacting with you guys. Alright, got my swatches here. So now my fingers are messy. So this has been my color story. So this is kind of a nude color. You can't really see it very well. So this first color here up top is called Devoted. This one here is Go Nude. Let me try to grab a little bit more. That's the shade there. It's a very nice nude color. This next one is Turned On. Yes, Turned On. And this bottom one is In the Zone. So this is a color story I've been working with. So, excuse me. This one here on the bottom I use to line underneath the eye, and then these two I use in the crease. So I basically lay down this first and then go over it with the nude to soften this up a little bit, and then this I've been using all over the lid. There's not a lot of progress other than the nail mark from where I stuck my nail in the color the other day, so going back over everything just to kind of give you a close-up without blinding you, hopefully. Oh look, there's like a weird reflection in the background. So this is Devoted, which is where I stuck my fingernail in the other day. Y'all know I'm clumsy. Go Nude, In the Zone, and then Turned On. So like I said, I've only used it 3 times. You really can't see any disturbance in the pan, and I think once I hit my goal of 20 uses, you'll start to see that, and I'll make sure I do another update just so you guys can see the progress and then see what my next color story is going to be. But that is it for now. Kind of short and sweet, but I'm loving this color story. And I stand corrected. This is the color that I use under my eye, and then I put this down and then the nude over it, and then that's the lid shade. So yeah, that is it for now. So if you enjoyed this video, I know this is kind of short, sweet, a lot of babbling on my half, but you know, leave me a comment down below if you're doing Pan That palette this year, even if you're not doing the Size Matters one from the PANtastic ladies. If you are doing any sort of project pan, let me know. I would love to follow you, check you out, see what you're working on. I do watch a lot of project pan videos in the evening, so I think I have a list of like over 1,000 on my watch later list that I just sit and watch in the evenings. I get a lot of enjoyment just watching you guys work on your projects. Helps me feel a little bit more connected to the painting community, and just kind of gives me just great ideas overall for different ways or techniques to do makeup, or different products that I'm like, oh, I have that, but I haven't used that in a while. Let me get some use out of it. So that is it for now, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.